Welcome to News Roundup, where we bring you highlights and key stories. I'm Sharifat Ibrahim. First, the headlines. Federal government vetting candidates for ambassadorial posts 18 months after recall. No Kogi citizen should go to bed hungry, says Governor Ododo. Arsenal to meet Real Madrid in Champions League quarter-final. Now the news in detail. Nearly 2 years after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu recalled all ambassadors, their replacements are expected to be announced soon. Sources familiar with the development report that the federal government has commenced the vetting of potential candidates. President Tinubu recalled all career and non-career ambassadors in September 2023, barely 6 months after the start of his presidency. The president has since appointed consuls general and chargé d'affaires, but there has been no mention of when the successors of the recalled ambassadors will assume office. This was despite the president receiving letters of credence from foreign ambassadors posted to Nigeria. Foreign officials and other stakeholders had expressed concern at the void in diplomatic leadership at various foreign missions. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugar, blamed the delay in appointing ambassadors on a lack of funds. Meanwhile, the federal government has budgeted 302.4 billion naira for its foreign missions in 2025. The Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has declared that no citizen of Kogi State should go to bed hungry under his watch as the governor of the state. Governor Ododo made the declaration at the official flag-off of the Renewed Hope Initiative Food Outreach Program in Lokoja on Monday. Khadijat Mohammed has a report.
Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo reaffirmed his administration's commitment to food security, emphasizing that Kogi State will not only support the federal government's intervention, but also expand its own quarterly food distribution program to reach more vulnerable households in the state.
And all those responsible for the distribution of these food items to ensure that they reach the intended beneficiaries. This initiative must fulfill its noble purpose, which is to bring relief to those in need. Let us uphold the integrity of this program by ensuring fairness and transparency in the distribution. This is a defining moment for progressive leadership. We are delivering on our promises. Let us not allow political or ethnic differences to stand in the way of compassion. Hunger knows no party affiliation.
Governor Ododo also reiterated his broader commitment to women and youth empowerment, noting that Kogi State has surpassed affirmative action for women inclusion in government appointments and elective positions, adding that his administration will continue to implement economic policies that uplift its citizens. On her part, the wife of the Vice President, Nana Shetima, who represented the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, emphasized the need for the food items to reach the intended beneficiaries. While noting that the ROHI Food Outreach Program has impacted citizens in multiple states with plans for further expansion, Nana Shetima warned against reselling the supplies and encouraged recipients to utilize the support effectively to improve their well-being.
The Food Outreach Program began on March 8, 2024 on the Federal Capital Territory to support vulnerable households by providing them with essential food items. So far, we have successfully donated food items to 8 states across the nation. Namely, we have reached out to Benue, Cross River, Edo, Ikiti, Gombe, Kano, Kwara, and Nasarawa states.
In her address, Kogi State First Lady and Renewed Hope Initiative State Coordinator Sefinat Ododo commended the First Lady's intervention for her role in easing the hardship faced by the less privileged in the state. She reiterated the dedication of Kogi women to national development efforts and pledged to collaborate with communities to address their needs effectively.
So the mother of the nation, Her Excellency, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, I want to assure you, ma'am, for the total support of Kogi women. We stand ready to partner with you in all endeavors. To the good people of Kogi State, I affirm my commitment to support you and working with you.
spearheaded by the First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, to combat hunger and provide relief to vulnerable Nigerians. The Renewed Hope Initiative Food Outreach Program is aimed at providing food interventions for vulnerable groups in communities across the states of the Federation.
7 hospitals across Kogi State have been selected to provide free maternal health care under a new initiative by the federal government through the National Health Insurance Authority in collaboration with the Kogi State government. The intervention, funded through the Vulnerable Group Fund, as captured in the NHIA Act, aims to reduce maternal mortality rate by offering emergency obstetric care and family planning services at no cost to beneficiaries. Speaking at the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between NHIA, the third-party administrator and medical directors of the selected hospitals, the Kogi State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Abdulaziz Adams, emphasized the significance of the program in tackling maternal health challenges in the state. He stated that the partnership with the federal government would ensure that pregnant women in emergency situations receive timely and quality medical care. The Commissioner informed that further onboarding processes will be carried out by the NHIA to facilitate the smooth implementation of the initiative in the state. Still on health, the Federal Teaching Hospital Lokoja is set to begin operations at its outpost in Opogo, Okene local government area. This follows the commitment of the Kogi State government to support the medical outpost with essential needs like water, electricity, and security. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Abdulaziz Adams, stated this while meeting with the officials of the FTHL medical team who called on the Commissioner following their visit to the outpost. Dr. Abdulaziz highlighted the importance of the new facility in addressing the growing healthcare needs of people in the state. He noted that the operation of the FTHL outpost is in line with the commitment of the administration of Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo to deliver quality, affordable, and accessible healthcare services to all residents of Kogi State. The Commissioner further commended the state government's ongoing investment in healthcare, which he noted has been pivotal in improving medical facilities across the state. The Chief Medical Director, FTHL, Dr. Olatunde Alabi, says the new facility is designed to improve access to healthcare and also to provide training ground for doctors in community health. He noted that the facility is expected to begin operations in the coming weeks, with the state government fully committed to supporting the initiative. The news roundup is coming to you on LUGARTV. To stay with us. Welcome back. The Kogi State government has announced that 99% of the necessary work to restore full potable water supply to Lokoja metropolis has been completed, assuring residents that uninterrupted water distribution will soon commence. This was disclosed by the Commissioner for Water Resources, Engineer Yahaya Farouk, at a water stakeholders engagement meeting held at the Children's Amusement Park in Lokoja. Engineer Farouk, who reiterated the government's commitment to resolving the city's water crisis, noted that all the groundwork needed to be done are almost complete by the state government. The Commissioner further revealed that a special committee will be put in place to work with the Ministry of Water Resources and the Plumbers Association to resolve pipeline issues, repair leakages, and ensure proper maintenance of water infrastructure.
In terms of water supply and distribution. And this cannot be improved without this synergy between government, water board, and the communities. Essentially, that is why we are here. And to God be the glory. Before you ask me, I will tell you that I'm highly elated. And the aim was achieved. The turnout was okay. All the critical stakeholders, almost 98–99% were here. And virtually all shades of opinions were expressed. And by the special grace of God, we shall look into all of them.
The stakeholders meeting brought together representatives from Ward A to Ward E, civil society organizations, NGOs, the Plumbers Association of Nigeria, and youth groups to discuss safeguarding water facilities, preventing vandalism, and ensuring sustainable water distribution in the state capital. Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo received widespread commendation for his people-centered leadership and commitment to the state's development. The governor received the commendation when he hosted a cross-section of Kogi elders, youth leaders and members of the Igbo community in Lokoja, which marks the breaking of fast on Monday. Tosi Tolualojo has the rest of the story.
Chairman of the Kogi Elders Council, Chief Julius Elupo, expressed gratitude to the governor for fostering inclusivity and ensuring that governors remains people-centered in the state. He commended the significant development strides recorded under Governor Dodo's leadership and urged all citizens to contribute to the administration's success. Similarly, Commissioner for Youth and Sports Development, Monday Ayebe, who spoke in his capacity as the leader of the coalition of all youth organizations in the state, lauded Governor Dodo's policies, particularly his focus on youth inclusion, education, and empowerment.
We are here to appreciate you for giving us the opportunity to break fast with you tonight. We thank you for always including the youth of this state in your activities, your programs, and the policies of your government. We appreciate you. In this Lent and Ramadan season, we must reflect on some things that are important to us as a people. One of them is gratitude and appreciation. We cannot but thank God enough for your person in this state at this very particular time. We appreciate you for all you have done, for the youth, for our parents, for the elderly, and for every one of us, how you have been carrying this state, how you have made this state your interest.
In his remarks, the representative of the Igbo community in Lokoja, Chief Sunday Nwachukwu, hailed the governor for his inclusive governance and economic policies, which have positively impacted businesses across the state. He commended the governor's swift response to security concerns affecting the Igbo community and expressed hope for continued engagement.
On behalf of my community, Igbo community, Kogi State, we are proud of you. I want to sincerely appreciate you because since you came to office, I believe you have looked down to the grassroots. You are touching the grassroots in the state. We, the Kogi, can attest to that. You know, constant payment of salary, it touches all over the sons and daughters. Because when the salary is paid, it touched me, the business people, we are happy. Because the government workers will have enough to come and buy from us, and we are feeling happy.
While appreciating the groups for their overwhelming support, Governor Dodo reaffirmed his commitment to inclusive governance and pledged to sustain policies that promote unity, economic growth, and social development.
I have just practically requested for a presence so that we can have an interface briefly, because for over 1 year that I took over the mantle of leadership, I was faced with a lot of crises, and I was only struggling to protect and guide that trust and mandate bestowed on us. And we thank God today that mandate is well protected by God Almighty. Let me also specifically and specially recognize and thank the Igbo community, and let me appreciate my constituency for maintaining peace, for not allowing yourself to be used as an agent of destruction, destroying the land, destroying yourself, and destroying the generation yet unborn. Let us always have the cause to reason together as one united family, so that we can come on one table like this, discuss the affairs of our dear state for greatness.
He particularly acknowledged the contributions of the Igbo community to the state's economic development, assuring them of sustained collaboration.
And on sports, Arsenal is to face Real Madrid in the Champions League quarter-finals in the 2025 football season. The Gunners cruised into their second successive quarter-final with a 9-3 aggregate win over PSV Eindhoven at the last 16 stage, a result owing much to their 7-1 first leg win. The quarter-final first leg between Arsenal and Real Madrid will be played at the Emirates Stadium on Tuesday, April 8, with the return leg at the Bernabeu the following week on Wednesday, April 16, 2025. And that is it on this week's episode of News Roundup. Until next week, I'm Sharifat Ibrahim. Thank you for staying with us.